what previous work has been conducted on the project.
The beauty about Big Frank project and Goldstone South is that we are the first to consolidate an entire prolific district in southwest British Columbia that has seen sporadic work done by previous small companies, including channel sampling and limited drilling. Historical results are very encouraging, and they conclude with grade up to 2-ounce gold and up to 4% copper. We were also the first to do an initial exploration program last fall, and we were fortunate enough to reconfirm those high-grade results that were historically obtained. Recent vein sampling through our own work program yielded results up to 1.1 kilo silver, up to 2-ounce gold, and up to 4% copper. It is for these reasons that we are very eager to begin a drilling campaign this summer at Big Frank project in BC.
What work did you complete in 2021 and what were the results?
2021 was really at the beginnings of the company. So we started the company with the Scotty West project in BC. We also had a bunch of projects in Portugal, but it's not until late last year that we stepped up the game. And what I mean by that, it's only late last year that we added 2 major projects, district scale projects in British Columbia, Big Frank and Goldstone South. So the story has fundamentally changed last year, and this summer we're about to embark on a program that's going to hopefully have the potential to make a major discovery.
How has your understanding of the mineralization on the property evolved with these latest results?
The purpose of our work on Big Frank last fall was really to validate the historical results, which are really eye-popping, with really high-grade numbers that have been sporadically encountered by other small operators in the past. So we didn't want to do a drilling campaign without us having had a chance to have boots on the ground and have our own results to validate those historical results. So we are very pleased with the results. As I mentioned before, we've encountered up to 1.2 kilo silver, up to 4% copper, up to 2-ounce gold. So when you put this in context with the historical work that has been done on the projects, we were able to come up with drilling targets and additional work that we'll be embarking on this summer.
Can you discuss Portugal and its standing as a mining jurisdiction?
Portugal, many people may not know much about Portugal in mining. Lots of people may know lots about Portuguese wine, Portuguese food, beautiful weather, beautiful beaches. Well, Portugal has been ranked 5th in the world in 2019 by Fraser Mining Institute as the most attractive mining jurisdiction. And it gets even better. It's not until recent years, as recent as last year, that Portugal has decided to open up the mining sector. And Goldplay's got the first mover advantage in the country. And there is a fundamental reason why Portugal has decided to open up the mining sector. With the recent push in electrical vehicles, electrification that's happening throughout Europe, Europe is in a situation now where it imports, for example, more than 90% of its copper needs. Yes, it has significant copper deposits within the European Union, and Portugal has a very significant mineral endowment. So the government realizes that they need to do something about it, and they were genuinely encouraging mining with the publication of a brand new mining law, which was published last year. Now, Goldplay, as being in the country there through our VP Exploration, the guy that's managing the Portuguese project that lives in Portugal, we were able to move very quickly on that opportunity. And we've secured a total of about 6 different projects. About 4 of them are past producing both copper and gold projects directly from the government. So it's similar to staking, but it's really a great way to add shareholder value because we're not paying the middleman, we're not paying a huge price to get those projects, we're getting them straight from the government. It gets even better because some of those projects last produced 30, 35 years ago when metal prices were a lot lower. And it is due to very low metal prices that those production has stopped. So with the metal prices at the levels that they are today, most of those projects will become economical. So it's Goldplay's opportunity to uncover this potential and show and deliver roadmap to production restart at some of those projects.
Is the local community supportive of mining?
We have a strong and genuine commitment to work with communities, and that applies to the BC project, which falls within First Nation territory. So we have a genuine commitment and even a policy in place to deal with this situation. Every time we do work on those projects, we try to encourage local hiring to the extent possible. Same applies to Portugal. We do operate in areas where, Portugal is, of course, more advanced in that there's no real remote areas, right? Everything is within paved roads, cell signal, everything is small per se, so very well established, great infrastructure. But that being said, some of the areas where we have the projects are more remote, so there's lower unemployment rates and things like that. So when we do work, we try to encourage locally hiring. And as I said, we have been seeing huge community support for the small programs we started with. But as things grow, we don't expect pushback, because those projects that we have, keep in mind, they are not in pristine areas. Those are areas where those are for most part past producing mines. So those are disturbed areas. Those are areas that are surrounded by past producers. And in one example, in one copper we have as an open pit, for example, in Portugal, it's surrounded by active open pit marble mines. So what it means, it's already a disturbed area. So a production restart scenario where you would have a new mine coming online in such an environment would make it a lot easier for permitting and moving the project forward to production.
Are you planning to drill this year, and how many meters?
Goldplay currently plans to begin a drilling campaign at Big Frank project in BC. And this is really the flagship project we have in British Columbia. We're planning to start a 3,000 to 5,000 meter drilling campaign at Big Frank. And in the meantime, in Portugal, we wrapped up a small drilling campaign, and we will be announcing results over the next coming weeks. And we are planning to begin again more aggressively in Portugal towards the end of the year.
Are you planning to bring in partners to help advance any of your assets?
Absolutely. As a small company, we have to keep our focus. So our current focus in BC, it's really aimed at Big Frank project, and then we're trying to advance the other project to possible partnership. Same applies in Portugal. We have been focusing very actively on a high-grade underground past-producing copper mine that produced up to 3% copper underground, and a very attractive near-surface gold project in Portugal, while trying to find joint venture partners for the other projects. So during the course of this year, again, we expect, as we keep focusing on those main projects, both in BC and in Portugal, to be in a position to announce new joint venture partners or other types of deals where we can extract the value from the projects that we will not be planning to spend our own dollars currently.
What is your strategy as you have a portfolio of projects in 2 different jurisdictions?
Very easy. It comes down to people you can trust and people you can stay in touch with. So, we have daily interactions, really, both in Portugal through the Jose Mario team and everything that's going on there. And I also spend quite a bit of time face-to-face with him, the team, and the people involved in Portugal. And same applies with BC. I have daily interactions with the team in BC as we move those projects forward. So it's really a situation where we delegate and we trust our leaders for each part of the world, and then it's a matter of keeping things in tune and making things happen for the shareholders. That's what we are up to.
Are you looking to acquire any additional properties, or are you happy with your portfolio as it is?
Look, Goldplay has been always looking, and they've always been looking for things that can create shareholder value, right? But at the same time, we don't want to spread ourselves too thin. So as soon as we've achieved our focus, which is we're already there, very close to being there, If and when the right opportunity arises, we will try to take advantage of that. And that being said, if you look at our collective track records, being myself and the entire people in our team, our hopes are very high and our targets are much bigger. So stay tuned for an organic growth of the company.
What is your current cash balance? Is your 2022 exploration work program fully funded?
Currently, the company has an excess of $2 million cash, which allows it to fully fund the initial drilling campaign in BC. However, we would like to get things done right. And what I mean by that is, as soon as the program starts, we always like to have enough funds available to be able to quickly ramp up the program. So, there is an opportunity here for investors to possibly get involved as we prepare to beef up our treasury to allow our technical experts to have access to funds required to unlock the value in the ground.